Yo, this is Andy Domin, the developer of AUTOMAKHAN. Today I'm showing you a match that Sara and I put together. She's playing as the Assault Mech hero and I'm playing as Cyber Samurai. These are both heroes that have a lot of health, but Cyber Samurai is a melee guy and Assault Mech does a lot of damage from a distance. It's kind of like a tank mixed with a caster, a hybrid character there. The old one's race we're playing have a lot of squishy units, but they're very quick and they have some good magic. So here we go. At the beginning of the match, we've spawned in the bottom right corner. The first 2 minutes of the match are very critical because it's the only time we have to build all our buildings. So Sara gets to choose the building's placement because she's the captain. She started with some neoliths and then now she's putting down some outposts. The neoliths are going to pump out a bunch of offensive units that go and attack the enemy crystal by default. They're basically just automatic, and if they die they just keep respawning back at base. And the shrine she's putting down is going to give us some support units with the shaman who go around and buff friendly units with a poison ability, which gives them damage over time and lets them do a lot of damage. And finally, she is fortifying the front of the base with towers, which will create a choke point and make it harder for enemies to access the crystal. We have chosen not to develop an economy, but that just means that later on in the game we can't upgrade our units, so we're pretty much stuck with the same static units for the rest of the game. And that's not too much of a problem because our heroes will improve. So now she's holding space, and that's making her hero sticky, so that's how you move your units around the map. So our goal here is to take our units quickly to the other side of the map, into the enemy base before the battle phase starts. The build phase is a peaceful time, so no one can attack or deal any damage or use any abilities really. So we're going to take advantage of that, and we can just skirt around the enemy towers and wait by a vulnerable position. So we actually have a bit of time here before the battle phase starts, so we're just going to sit around the base for a little bit until that happens. But notice that the humans don't really have a lot of defenses in the back here. It's definitely a blind spot, and those AI heroes just aren't picking up on us being there, so not very smart. Human would probably notice this very quickly, so it's kind of a more difficult strategy to lay on them, but this is definitely the rush strategy, and it's very effective. As you can see, soon we're positioned to take down these vulnerable buildings very quickly. Alright, so the battle phase has now begun. We already took out that building, that was very quick, and now we're going for the generator. Hopefully we can make it before we die. If we can do that, then we can stop the enemy super tanks from being pumped out. But it looks like no dice. So heroes respawn back at the crystal. It takes a little bit of time to get back into the fray. Walking past some brand new ballistas, doing a lot of damage, but all of our units are pretty squishy, so hopefully our heroes can absorb a lot of that damage. Assault Mech has a lot of damage dealing skills too. Using grenade launcher there, deals an area of effect at the target, also does damage to buildings. Both these heroes have good crowd control, so I think they make a good combo. Cyber Samurai there with that daze. Assault Mech just died. Here I am cleaning up the mess. So we managed to push the creep wave close to the enemy base. That's not necessarily a good thing, because that means they're closer to the enemy towers, but if we continue to apply pressure, we're going to have more opportunities to strike at their defenses. If we whittle down their defenses, then the game is practically over. So now she's arrived on the scene, and it looks like the battle is going to be over pretty quickly, because already a lot of those towers have taken a ton of damage. Once those are gone, we can just steamroll the rest of their base. It was important that we coordinated that attack at the beginning of the game. That was probably the decisive strategy here, because the enemy was unable to build any hovercrafts, which are a powerful ranged unit. The other aspect is that we knew exactly which buildings we wanted to build. We came into this game knowing exactly how to deploy and exactly the army composition that we were going to come up with. So my advice to you is to practice the game by starting a few games, build some buildings, and understand which units are pumped out from those buildings, and how your hero can augment those and improve them and work with them. Overall though, the game really boils down to the decisions you make as a team. And there we go. We have won the match, knocked down the crystal in record time. Some games last a bit longer, but this was fun. Thank you for watching. Hope to catch you in some future videos. Take care.